Gentlemen, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, President of the Philippines.
Para sa pagbabago, sawa na ang bayan ko sa magnanakaw na tao.
And now let's proceed to the groundbreaking ceremony of the two China Eight Bridges project, the Binondo-Intramuros Bridge and the Estrella-Pantaleon Bridge. 此刻来进行中国援建两座巴西河大桥项目 Binondo-Intramuros 大桥 Estrella-Pantaleon 大桥开工仪式. May we request our President to lead the lowering of the time capsule, to be assisted by the Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea, Philippine Wen Guanzhang, DPWH Secretary Mark Villar, Philippine 工造部长 Ambassador Zhao Jianhua, 中国驻菲大使 Economic Counselor Jin Yuan, 经济商务参赞 Special Assistant to the President Christopher Bong Go, 总统特别助理 and the Vice President of China Communication Construction Company, Mr. Wen Gang. 现在请菲律宾总统带领放置时间胶囊仪式。Thank you very much, Mr. President. 十分感谢菲律宾总统，谢谢。Once again, ladies and gentlemen, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, President of the Philippines. May we request everyone to please take your seats, 请就坐. A pleasant afternoon to everyone. 尊敬的各位领导、先生们、女士们，大家下午好。We have just witnessed the lowering of the time capsule for the two China Eight Bridges project, the Binondo-Intramuros Bridge and the Estrella-Pantaleon Bridge. And to formally welcome everyone and to give us the project briefing, may we please call on Department of Public Works and Highway Secretary Mark Villar. 请菲律宾工造部长为我们致欢迎词，同时讲解工程建设的规模以及计划。Ladies and gentlemen, to begin, please, for Secretary Mark Villar.
Our President, Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte, His Excellency, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary Zhao Jinhua, Embassy of the People's Republic of China to the Philippines, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is a pleasure to be here with all the distinguished guests to witness the groundbreaking of the two China Grant Eight Bridges in Manila, namely Binondo-Intramuros Bridge, which will be constructed in the vicinity and the Estrella-Pantaleon Bridge at the boundary of Makati and Mandaluyong cities. This is a fully funded grant which is given to us by China. We would like to express our sincerest gratitude to the government of China for their technical and funding assistance for these two iconic bridges that will become a symbol of progress, strength, and friendship among our people in a new era. The implementation of these bridges as a grand project of China to our people would not have been possible without the diplomatic leadership and vision of our President and his strong desire to push further the growth in our economy for the betterment of the Filipino people through infrastructure. We share the same optimism that we would be reaping the benefits in a short period of time from all these efforts being done by our president towards a more comfortable life. These two Grand Bridges of China are the first of the 12 significant bridges that the DPWH will be implementing across Pasig River, Marikina River, and Mangahan Floodway within the next 4 years to ensure better mobility that will boost further the growth to the economy and will be finished definitely during the term of our president. The Binondo-Intramuros Bridge, with a total length of 734 meters, entails the construction of a main bridge, which is a basket handle steel arch bridge crossing Pasig River and a steel girder viaduct structure supported by a portal frame over Estero de Binondo. It will connect Intramuros and Binondo. It has a 4-lane carriageway with a 3-meter sidewalk along both sides. Estrella-Pantaleon Bridge is a reinforced concrete rigid frame with corrugated steel webs connecting Estrella Street at Makati City side and Barangka Drive in Mandaluyong City with a total length of 506.46 meters. The completion of these two bridges will create a positive impact in terms of alleviating traffic congestion, the beautification of Pasig River, tourism, mobility of goods and services. The preparation of design was undertaken by CCC Highway Consultant Company Limited, and the implementation of civil works will be carried out by China Road and Bridge Corporation through a grant agreement between the People's Republic of China and the Republic of the Philippines. The Department of Public Works and Highways, through its implementing office, the Road Management Cluster 1 Unified Project Management Office, will work in partnership with the Chinese expatriates for the implementation of these projects and to enjoy the benefit of the transfer of technology. The construction will start July 2018. And we would like to again thank the Chinese government for this very generous grant, and we are confident that this will become a symbol of the friendship and partnership between the Philippines and China. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much to DPWH Secretary Mark Villar. 再下来，恭请中国驻菲大使发言 to give us a short message. May I now call on the Ambassador of China to the Philippines, Zhao Jianhua 大使. Let's give him a big, big hand.
Your Excellency, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Your Honorable Executive Secretary, Honorable Secretary of Finance, Carlos Dominguez, Honorable Secretary Pastor Jagardi, Honorable Secretary Mark Villar, Honorable Chairman Danilo Lim, Honorable Secretary Martin Hernandez, Honorable Secretary Eduardo Anu, Honorable CEO for PCTA, Min Sidong, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to join you today to witness the groundbreaking of the two bridges across the Pasig River. On behalf of the Chinese Embassy, I would like to express my appreciation to Secretary Villar and his Department of Public Works and Highways, to Secretary Dominguez and Department of Finance and other members of the Economic Management Team, and the Chinese company for the industrial work to make today's event possible. My sincerest appreciation shall go to you, Your Excellency, Mr. President, for gracing this important ceremony. Mr. President, please stay assured that this flagship project will further add strength to the Build, Build, Build initiative of the Philippines. And also this flagship project will stand as a good example that the Philippine people are benefiting from the implementation of your visionary blueprint of national development of the Philippines. Since the grant agreement signed during the Chinese Premier Li Keqiang's visit to the Philippines last November, our two sides have been working hard to bring the consensus on the paper into projects on the ground. Today, we are proudly gathering here to unveil our great plans to upgrade the urban connectivity of Metro Manila. Moreover, the beautifully designed bridges will also definitely help present a better landscape along the Pacific River, which in turn will attract more tourists, particularly tourists from China, to visit Manila. I am fully convinced that the Chinese company will complete the project with efficiency and quality. With the up and running of the two bridges, we will not only celebrate better connectivity in Metro Manila, but also celebrate the ever-growing amity and friendship between our two peoples. Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to speeding up the infrastructural development in the Philippines, China is a good partner, has always been committed to play its due part. The two bridges are only part of the list of a long list of infrastructural projects. Last January, two dangerous drug abuse treatment and rehabilitation centers in Mindanao, supported by Chinese grants, broke ground. Just more than 1 month ago, the Chico River Pump Irrigation Project, the first infrastructural project financed by Chinese soft loan, started construction. Much of such projects are already in the pipeline and are expected to roll out starting from next year, such as Kaliwa Dam, PNR South Long Haul Railway, Subi Clark Railway, Mindanao River Flood Control Project, and so on. And the good news for the Pacific River, China is positively considering soft loans for 5 other bridges over the Pacific River to make the two sides across the river more connected and integrated. All these infrastructural projects take time, and we'll do our best to facilitate the quality implementation of these projects. The good neighborly friendship between our two countries could be dated back to ancient times. President Duterte and President Xi Jinping have injected fresh vitality into this time-honored relationship by opening up a new chapter of our bilateral relationship. In the spirit of joint consultation, building and sharing, China has every reason to view the Philippines as one of the most important participants, contributors, and beneficiaries to the Belt and Road Initiative. In May 2017, Your Excellency President Duterte attended the Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation that was held in Beijing. And China really appreciates the Philippines' role in building the 21st century maritime Silk Road. China and Philippines can and should synchronize the Belt and Road Initiative and build strategy, and to set an excellent model for cooperative, comprehensive cooperation based on mutual benefit and mutual respect. Here I would like to add, China's grants does not have any strings attached to them. and China's loan to finance infrastructure projects will not make the Philippines fall into that trap. Because under the wise leadership of the President Duterte and the economic management team headed by Secretary Dominguez, they are smart enough not to allow the Philippines to fall into the so-called debt trap. And China will honor this commitment to make sure those projects will benefit the Filipino people, will not have any negative impact on the social and economic development of the Philippines. Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, our relationship have entered into a new era. In this new era, China is a good neighbor, good partner, and a good friend. We'll do our utmost to prove that President Duterte's independent foreign policy, particularly friendly and cooperative policy towards China, will produce more tangible benefits to the people of the Philippines. Thank you. Mabuhay.
Thank you very much to Ambassador Zhao Jianhua. At this juncture, to introduce our guest of honor and speaker, we'd like to call on Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea. 请菲律宾文馆长为大家介绍今天的贵宾。
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I have the honor to present the President of the Republic of the Philippines, Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Thank you. Kindly sit down. His Excellency Ambassador Liao Jianhao of the People's Republic of China, Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea, Secretary Mark Villar and the other members of the Cabinet, China Communication Construction Company Vice President Wen Gang, officials and employees of China Communication Construction Company and China Road Bridge Constructions, fellow workers in government, ladies and gentlemen. I thank the Department of Public Works and Highways for inviting me to lead the groundbreaking ceremony of the Binondo-Intramuros and Estrella-Pantaleon bridges. These bridges, one of which will replace the existing bridge connecting Estrella Street in Makati to the Barangay Drive in Mandaluyong, both represent our desire to use connectivity and mobility as catalysts for inclusive economic growth and sustainable development. These bridges will not only improve the capacity and the efficiency of Metro Manila's transportation corridor by providing additional bridges and routes across Pasig River, but will also enhance the resilience of a road network against natural disasters. The life of these bridges will be extended because they will become more resilient, thereby reducing bridge maintenance costs. Moreover, it will also increase the transportation capacity of Pasig River and contribute to local tourism due to the improved view of the riverine area. Allow me to express my appreciation to China for their generosity in funding the construction of these two bridges. As a friend, China has once again proved that they intend to join us in achieving lasting progress by addressing traffic congestion in Metro Manila. Indeed, the construction of these bridges will not just connect these very strategic areas, but will also contribute to our quest to spur vibrant and economic activities to an efficient and reliable road transportation network. I am therefore directing the DPWH and the other agencies concerned to ensure that the construction of these bridges will be finished within 30 months or earlier. Maybe the end of the year? Possible. As an important part of the Build, Build, Build program, I expect you to fast-track the implementation and execution of these bridges, as well as the other infrastructure projects already in the pipeline. Through our combined efforts, we will be able to expedite our infrastructure programs and will improve connectivity and mobility around the country. Together, let us join hands in uplifting the lives of our people and our channels that will give us the decent and comfortable lives that our people rightly belongs. Before saying thank you, I would like to just say a few words. Allow me to veer away from the prepared speech. Personally, I've been to China. I have talked to the leadership of the government, and I have had the honor of meeting President Xi and talk about a lot about friendships and cooperation. I'd just like to tell everybody that in all of these discussions, China never asked for any, not even 1 square of real estate in this country. Its geopolitics position is something which is critical to China, and the stand which we disagreed as we filed the arbitration case. But in the meantime, that we are talking about a concerted effort of both countries to develop is going on. We have promised to deal with the problem from the President himself, President Xi, of the People's Republic of China, that we will discuss this at some other time, as China has to deal with individually bilateral relations and issues. And so allow China, will allow them the sufficient period to sort out things, and I'm sure that in the end, China will be fair and the equity will be distributed. I cannot talk about, elaborate these things now. They are in the blueprint, but in the days to come, we would realize that China, after all, is really a good neighbor. Daghang salamat.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. At this point, may we request our President to please remain on stage for a photo opportunity as we call on our first batch, the Build, Build, Build team. Secretary Carlos G. Dominguez, Secretary Arthur Tugade, CEO Vicencio Dizon, Secretary Mark A. Villar, Secretary Martin Andenar, Secretary Eduardo Año, and Chairman Danilo Lim. To our second batch, the CCCC team and selected Chinese guests, please stand by. To our first batch, kindly enter from the right side of the stage if you're facing the stage, and of course the same goes to the second and the third batches.
Tayo na, Pilipinas. Tayo na magbago.
Thank you very much to the Build, Build, Build team. 现在有请中方合影的人员从舞台右侧上台。Our second batch, the CCCC team and selected Chinese guests, you may now join us on stage. And after the picture taking, please exit to your right. To our third batch, please get ready.
Masdan mo ang paligid, alamak mga krimen, rape, droga at mga nakawan, dapat nga mapigilan.
Thank you very much to the CCCC team and our selected Chinese guests. Please exit to your right as we now have our third batch, the DPWH implementers and the LGU officials.
Hawak kamay tayo para sa pagkasenso. Ikaw at ako, tayong lahat kay Rodrigo Duterte, para sa tunay na pagbabago.
Why am I here? I am here because I love my country and I love the people of the Philippines.
Ikaw at ako, tayong lahat kay Rodrigo.
Thank you to our DPWH implementers and LGU officials.
Tunay na pagbabago.
Thank you very much once again, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, for gracing this momentous event. We are truly honored by your presence. Again, ladies and gentlemen, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, President of the Republic of the Philippines.
Pangulo, para sa pagbabago. Sawa na ang
May we request everyone to please remain seated until after the President has left the program venue. Thank you for your cooperation. 请大家留在自己的座位，让菲律宾总统离开会场。感谢大家的配合。
ikaw ang mag-aahon sa piling mo, di ko mawawala ang korupsyon. Tayo na, Pilipinas, tayo na magbago. Hawak kamay tayo para sa pagkasenso. Ikaw at ako, tayong lahat kay Rodrigo Duterte, para sa tunay na pagbabago. Masdan mo ang paligid, alamak mga krimen, rape, droga at mga nakawan, dapat nga mapigilan. Tayo na, Pilipinas, tayo na magbago. Maghawak kamay tayo para sa pag-asenso. Ikaw at ako, tayong lahat kay Rodrigo Duterte, para sa tunay na pagbabago.
Why am I here? I am here because I love my country and I love the people of the Philippines.
Ikaw at ako, tayong lahat kay Rodrigo Duterte, para sa tunay na pagbabago.
Let us once again thank our beloved President Rodrigo Roa Duterte with a round of applause. 再次感谢菲律宾总统